uh, two things in the Somali community in the West, meaning the United States and Canada and the European countries. We have many singers who go around among the Somali communities. Some of those singers, by now, they are grandmothers and grandfathers, believe it or not.
Oh.
And still they are singing. Many Somalis, they are spending a lot of money to go and listen to those people. That's one thing. The other thing, there is a young Somali singer by the name Kanaan or Kanan? Kanan, everybody knows.
Kanan?
Yeah. And he grew up in Canada. Allah knows his intention, but what I understood from his story is that he's becoming a role model for so many Somali kids. And by the way, he's going to sing in the Olympics in South Africa. Huh? Where, yeah. Excuse me, my knowledge about singers and singing is very little. Okay, yeah. Yeah. So, Brother Amir, any advice for those brothers and sisters who are still singing?
It doesn't really matter what type of music you do. You can't escape the lifestyle that comes with it. You know, you can't have one without the other. The lifestyle comes right along with it. I done heard stories of like native deen giving concerts and sisters throwing their hijabs on the stage. This is like a rock concert, you know. But then sometimes people try to justify music and say it's a form of dawah. How? When the only people that attend Nasheed concerts is Muslims already. You gonna give dawah to the Muslims? You know, the non-Muslims, they got Lil Wayne, they got Jay-Z, they don't need to hear Nasheed. So it's like with the music, I don't understand why people don't strive to learn the recitation of the Quran. I listen to the Quran and I have this undying thirst to learn Arabic. A dying thirst to learn Arabic. Inshallah ta'ala, I'm scheduled to go study pretty soon.
Inshallah.
Because I would very much like to speak through what's legislated in the Quran and the Sunnah of the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam than to just sit here and share my experiences all day. Because these act as further reminders. In the recitation of the Quran, there's no song that's ever been created that I've heard since I've been a Muslim that tops it. So when I see young brothers striving to, like, you know, partake in this music business, I'm going to give you one discouraging fact. And I hope everybody listens. I'm going to give you the one most discouraging fact about music. You have millions and millions of people trying to do music. And any of y'all, you don't have to expose your sins. But any of y'all that's listening to music, you turn the TV on and you see the same 5 dudes for the past 5 years. So the millions and millions of people that's trying to get into this rat race is being occupied by 5 individuals. That alone should just discourage you. Like, I don't even want to do this no more. You got a better chance hitting the lotto, man. You understand? And then when you think about all the time invested and all the time that's wasted striving to be like this, why don't you invest your time in trying to be like the best of the people? Why you don't strive to be like the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam? You understand?
Yeah.
This is value time being spent. The reward is way more beneficial than doing a song, a concert, you know, having fans, stuff like that. These things don't have the same reward. So everything that I do, since I've been a Muslim, is solely for the sake of Allah, solely for the sake of earning His mercy and earning the reward. And earning the mercy that's promised. If I die upon this, I get to go to the party that don't stop. I've been to the 2-hour party that end in 2 hours, you come home with a hangover and regret. I'm trying to get to the party that don't stop. Pleasure upon pleasure. Music ain't gonna get you there. You understand? If you look at Islam like an airline, only thing required to get on this plane is 2 carry-on bags. The Quran and the Sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ. You don't need all these other luggage. It's not required to make this flight. This flight is going to Jannah. You need 2 bags. Y'all been in the airport. Y'all see that Miskeen family sitting there with 7 suitcases, the house lamp, 2 cats, a dog, and you wonder why they missed their flight. When it's only required to carry 2 carry-on bags, Quran, Sunnah. When you get there, you're going to have every pleasure that you're looking for in this dunya. I'm standing right across the street. I treat the dunya like I treat that hotel. I brush my teeth, I just spit anywhere. Make wudu like making ghusl. I don't make the bed when I leave. Somebody coming to do that. You understand? This is how we supposed to treat this place, man. You ain't supposed to be putting home sweet home pictures in the hotel. Getting attached. You understand? So all these music, all these adornments, all they're going to do is attach you to this dunya. And everybody here is Muslim. Y'all know the consequences of chasing the dunya. You should be frightened if Allah give it to you. You should be frightened. Chasing that, and if you get it, you should be frightened. Because that means you won't see one blade of grass in Jannah. You won't smell the fragrance of nothing in Jannah. You traded in your deen and everything for the dunya. Now you got that from Allah. You should be terrified. Man, fear Allah, man.
This is my last question to Brother Amir. It might be a little bit sensitive, but inshallah it will help to clarify a lot of things for many Muslims. Brother Amir, what was your perception about women before you became Muslim? And after you accepted Islam? Follow-up question also, what advice you will give to the young Muslim women who get deceived by the lifestyle in the West?
I shared a story earlier with the sisters when I had a little private gathering with the youth that helped assemble some of these arrangements. And it's a really funny story I'll share with you again. Basically, it was a time when I was, in Jahiliyyah, I was performing at a concert. And it was these 2 sisters with hijabs on. Allah knows best how they got there, but they was in the front too. And I'm at the show, and I'm just, man, it seemed like, when you work the stage, you work from left to right. I would come to this side, I'm seeing the audience that I'm used to seeing. I'm used to seeing the reaction of the non-Muslim women here, and, this is my audience. But when I come over here, it was just like a certain kind of bashfulness that came with why are they here? What are they doing here? And then I would work my way back over here to get my, my boost back so I can do what I do. And I need, but then you go, it's like, man, I feel bad. Why is they here? So then, I remember after the show, there was a brother that, approached me and said, yo, my sisters want an autograph. So I looked behind the brother. He had these 2 bashful sisters. They giggling. I'm like, wow. Never seen anything like that. You understand? That's something you might catch in the street somewhere, but it was something that was, decreed for me to see. And the point is, even at that point in Jahiliyyah, I knew those women were worthy of respect. Because they didn't come to the show to compromise what they were upon. Regardless of why they came or if they enjoyed themselves or not. But I just knew, looking at these women, they don't fit the description of the women I was used to. The women I was used to, oh, to be lie, I ain't going to even get into depth with it. But I knew these women here, oh man, I probably had to sit with her father, fight her uncle, wrestle her brother, go through all kinds of things. And it's just something instinctively, even as a non-Muslim, I knew to respect them. So now as a Muslim, I could connect with that feeling I had as a non-Muslim.